the channel. It's your Wednesday update, and we're not in the studio. From the mountains to the sea, but we did it backwards. We did the sea, now the mountains. Brought the TRX4M out. I haven't run this thing in 2 years. So my buddy Chris gave it to me as a tip when I painted this truck a couple years ago, and we had to come up here for a school orientation, so here we are. I brought a toy. We're not going to try to set any fitness goals today. We're not going to the top. Sorry, folks. Let's head back to the studio and see what's going on there. All right, guys, we're back in the studio, and we've got a couple things to talk about tonight. Kind of going off the hip again. I really don't have any notes, but we ran the TRX4M for the first time ever. I've had this thing for a little over 2 years. Got it as a tip when I painted my buddy's truck, his full-scale truck. And it's sat on the shelf so long that the O-rings for the drive shafts have rotted away. And I replaced 2 of them before we left. And while we were running, one of them gave out and we lost the front drive shaft. So we'll be upgrading this now. That has been sitting for 2 years. Might as well spend a few bucks on it and freshen her back up. The Hornet's down here because we are participating again in the 2025 Poor Boys RC Speedrun Challenge. I won't be using this car. This car has been on the shelf and or at the beach a lot of times if you've seen some of the older videos. I've been running this car for probably 20 plus years. It's been rebuilt several times, but we're going to leave it alone. We're going to start with a fresh kit. We went down to our local hobby shop, got them to order us a Grasshopper, so we're going to go old school. I know a lot of guys were hoping to do the Evo and or the Evo upgrade. It's kind of hard to police that. But it doesn't seem to be a real advantage as far as speed-wise, but maybe handling, because you are kind of limited on gears unless you run open class and you can do some fancy stuff with the motor mount and all that. But I have an Evo up here that I could rob parts off of if we seem to think that's going to be any better. I really don't want to take that car apart because it's complete, and I hate to take anything apart once it's done. Although this one's been a couple different variants, but it's always been a beach car. Other than that, we've got another body to paint. This one here is for a fella at work, and he donated a lot of vintage RC10 parts a couple months ago. And this is a VS410 body, I believe. It's a Vanquish body. This is going on his daughter's crawler. It's going to be a pretty cool theme. It's going to be the Walking Dead theme, so it'll be a lot of artwork on it. I haven't done anything like that in a while. I have done some more complex stuff like that in the past. But we'll have some spray paint lettering and some blood and some handprints and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that the next couple weeks. And yes, more Dune Master action. This one here will be going a theme. I'm not sure yet which one it's going to be. But got another body to paint there. And yeah, our whiteboard, we added the Poor Boys Speedrun Challenge. Officially, they announced the chassis, the Grasshopper chassis. They announced that on Sunday and on the 1st. And then it officially starts on July 1st. And we have 4 weeks of speed running. So it's going to be pretty condensed. The next 4 weeks are going to fly by. Plus, we don't have a car yet. It's on the way. I hope to have it this week. And we got a couple of hop-ups coming. And there's 3 classes. I'm leaning towards open just to make it easier so I don't have to worry about the rules so much. So we ran brushless last year with the MF-01. We went 88. And we were shocked by that and thought we could get more out of it. And then that's when we destroyed the car. And that was towards the end of the competition. That was a lot of fun. That was awesome. We really wanted to shoot for 100. We were knocking on the door, but we knocked on the curb and at the end of that run. What else we got? Still got our other Grom body I want to do. A lot of old projects that are still getting pushed back a little bit. We got a bag of RC10 T4 parts. We haven't got the truck yet, but that's another Eric project. And we'll talk about that more when we get the truck here and what he has plans for that. But yeah, that's pretty much out here. Let's head to Studio A and see what's going on. All right, we're back in Studio A, and yes, not just another body. We have another kit. Thanks to Eric, we have one for ourselves. This is not the body out there. That's actually one for Chris, our other buddy. So I guess we got a Doom Master Club now. All three have one. Not sure what theme I'm going to do on mine. Maybe a Joel Johnson. Just drop a little hint there, maybe. Since it's a Kyosho car. So this, again, probably won't build it on the channel, but once we get it done, we'll try to run all three of them together. Plus, we still have the Beetle, the 2014 Beetle to finish. And I still have that super secret, obscure paint job for it. So that is coming soon. As far as that goes, we are all bugged out here. Monster Beetle project. This is my buddy Chris's. And originally, it was my friend Greg Blankenship that passed away a few years ago. I got the duty of selling a lot of his collection off, which wasn't a whole lot. But this Beetle was started by him, and Chris is going to finish it. Chris has added his touches to it. Put the Kyosho big bore pink shocks, the vintage Trinity wheels, which are super hard to find. Went ahead and changed the chassis to the frog gray color because the red's not going to go with our pink theme we got going here. I know I mentioned the other week about painting my my little Chevy Grand Body like a Blake Wilkie style, but Wilkie does have a Class 1 car, VW Bug, and I think we're going to do something along those lines. If it's been done, oh well, but we're going to do it our way. And by our way, we got a Lexan Parma VW Beetle body. And this is an exact replica of the Sand Scorcher and the Monster Beetle body. It is the most accurate of all the reproduced bug bodies. Cibulatech makes one. It's pretty close, but it's got a couple little molded in features that set it apart. That I think this body's a little bit cleaner. The Cibulatech has a molded in license plate on the front and the rear. I believe I got one over here. This is the Cibulatech. It is a very accurate depiction of the Sand Scorcher body, but that's the only thing I don't like. It's got the license plate molded into the Lexan with Baja Bug, which it's cool, but I'd rather be able to just do that myself with a little one of the little plates like we got on our other cars, or just a decal. And it's got one on the back as well. This one here actually has the markings on the roof for the Sand Scorcher body mounts. And I can't remember whether or not it has on the side, because I'd already drilled this and mounted it on my sand car. We were going to freshen it up, but never done it. But that is your couple of options for the Beetle bodies. But like I say, it's a direct replacement. And some of you speedrun guys, I think it's Midwest Slots. It's a slot car company that bought Parma, bought up the remainder of Parma. If you go on their website, they do have an RC section. Not only do they, I think it's under Tamiya bodies. They not only have the Beetle, they have the Lexan Midnight Pumpkin, if anybody's been looking for one of those. They have the Lexan version of the Grasshopper, which is what we put on our Evo. I made our Evo Grasshopper. And I think they got maybe one or two more vintage Tamiya cars, but I know they make the Beetle, Grasshopper, and the Pumpkin. Maybe the Lunchbox. I think, maybe. I think that's pretty much it for Studio B here, or A, wherever we're at. Let's head back out and we'll wrap this thing up. Alright guys, I believe that's a wrap for today's video. Appreciate you hanging around. A whole lot of talking here, and I hope you're still here. But if you ever find yourself in western North Carolina, the wife and I had a few hours to kill while we dropped the kid off Monday. And we just headed up to the Parkway just to ride around, and she was getting a little bit nervous. We were a little over 6,000 feet when we were looking over some edges. But we did find a park up there, not too far from where we needed to be. And it was really neat, running a little TRX4 out there, so we'll throw a couple more clips of that. But that was a lot of fun. Realized we were a little bit out of shape. We didn't quite make it to the top of the trail, but we'll definitely be back. And that place is pretty any time of the year. Of course, when it's hot, it gets hot in the mountains too here. So in the fall, of course, you go up there for the foliage and all that good stuff. But anyways, that is a wrap for today's video. Tune in Sunday for maybe powder coating, building, or painting. We don't know. We got a lot of things going on. And whatever takes priority is going to happen. We've got just a few weeks to build this car, so if it comes in, we might be building a Grasshopper Sunday. But anyways, check out the links below for your Guru gear and stickers and all that good stuff. And we'll see you then. Thanks.